Success has nothing to do with age, okay? It has more to do with how you view life and how you go about things. All the services we render are supported by three main points. One, the product and services must be financially relevant, okay, and must be sustainable. Two, they must be environmentally friendly, meaning that the impact on the environment shouldn't be negative. And three, they have to be socially responsible and impacting. So let me start from the last one. Socially, whatever products or services we render must be able to help people to improve their standard of living, improve their financial, capacity, and able also to give them, something to be able to fall back on in future. So it's not about just making profit. You are looking at, product and services where the customer is happy, where the customer is able to grow their income and improve their standard of living, take care of their family. So these are some of the things that we build into our product offering. Now, for us to even support you in terms of loan, we ask such questions about the expenses to support your family, to support the education of your children, feeding and all the rest and the rest. When we put all that together, then we can determine what capacity you have and whatever need that you have. Now, for the customers, you need to understand the business cycle. You need to be able to give them services that matches the business cycle, i.e., if a customer sells daily, can get his profit or can get his sales done within a month, then you begin to look at monthly repayments. If it's a customer who is exposed to quarterly income, then you start looking at the cash flow around that quarterly income and the repayment to suit that. So the cash flow of the customer will determine the kind of repayment cycle that you want to look at, because there's going to be an agreement between the customer and the bank where we will tell the customer this is how you are going to repay, and the customer will agree and sign off. But this is also based on the repayment or the cash flow, okay, to determine the repayment cycle. Now, the other things that we also try to do is to compensate customers that are of good behavior. So when you pay back very well, we can increase your exposure, lower your interest rate, okay, so the cost to the customer becomes a lot cheaper, okay, and then he's able to get more to expand the business. So there's a compensation for good behavior. So it's inbuilt for a customer to want to pay because there's something they stand to gain, okay, and when you don't pay on time or when you don't pay at all, then there's something for you to lose, okay. So all this work together to make the customer behave. Again, we have staff that are well trained. So our staff will normally go through training for about 6 weeks to 2 months before they ever go to the field, because you cannot give what you don't have. So these staff are trained to evaluate businesses, to support businesses, okay, to ask relevant questions, and to be able to do the initial check whether a customer qualifies or not. And all this makes it happen that we can start a process and end it within 3 days. Okay, so they are trained to do that. So in terms of turnaround time, the customers are very happy. They're able to take the opportunity or position quickly in the market, and they're able to make as much gain as possible. Success has nothing to do with age. Okay, it has more to do with how you view life and how you go about things. I think the first thing that I will advise, or the first thing that I will say is very, very important, is for you to be able to define your goal. So what do you want to achieve? Where do you want to be? Okay, so very, very important. Like somebody says, if you don't know where you are going, you will end up anywhere. Okay, so one must be able to say, this is where I'm going, and so you find the road to get to that place. So I think that's very, very important. The second one for me is discipline. So why is it that you have less successful people and you have more of people that failed? It comes to discipline. So you want to get somewhere, you know where you're going, and you know how to get there. The next thing is, are you disciplined enough to be able to follow that route? Are you disciplined enough to be able to follow what it takes to get there? So that will be the second thing. So you know the goal, then you need to have the discipline to be able to get there. And then the third one, now it will come to things like skill, things like knowledge, and things like, your idea about what you want to do. So this is where you have to consult with better platform, maybe somebody higher than you, maybe materials where you can get more knowledge. Okay, so you want to know how you can get there because you have not done it before, or even if you have done it before, maybe at a smaller level, you want to know how to do it better. So you need to go for knowledge, okay, to understand exactly how you will get there.